मॉर्निंग ऑल माई सेल्फ वेणुगोपाल रेड्डी फ्रॉम जोश इनोवेशंस प्राइवेट लिमिटेड। आज हम लोग यतिन शर्मा सर के साथ है। इंडिया में सबसे बड़ा फ्लाइंग ट्रेनिंग अकाडमी रेडबर्ड एविएशन का सर जनरल मैनेजर है। सर से बात करेंगे अभी कमर्शियल पायलट लाइसेंस का बारे में। नमस्कार सर।
नमस्कार सर।
सर, ये कमर्शियल पायलट लाइसेंस का क्या क्वालिफिकेशन चाहिए, कौन ज्वाइन कर सकते, किसका कौन सा क्वालिफिकेशन का बच्चे ज्वाइन हो सकते हैं इसमें?
नमस्कार सर, मेरा नाम यतिन शर्मा है और मैं रेडबर्ड फ्लाइट ट्रेनिंग एकेडमी प्राइवेट लिमिटेड को रिप्रेजेंट करता हूँ और मैं जीएम ट्रेनिंग एंड ऑपरेशंस हूँ। दिल्ली हेड ऑफिस है हमारा। मैं पहले रेडबर्ड के बारे में बात करता हूँ और उसके बाद मैं आपको बताऊँगा कि इसके बेसिक क्वालिफिकेशन क्या है और कैसे बच्चा इनरोल कर सकता है अपने आप को फॉर कमर्शियल पायलट लाइसेंस के लिए, एंड हाउ दिस इंडस्ट्रीज आर ग्रोइंग फॉर कमिंग 10 years ahead from now. So we are based out of Delhi, but this company has a fleet for more than 49 plus aircraft at the moment. Tecnam single engine, Tecnam multi engine, Cessna 172 varieties. We have 6 bases to offer in India. Maharashtra we have 2 bases. One is Baramati, second is Karad.
Okay.
2 bases we have in Karnataka. One is Kalaburagi, which is known as Gulbarga, and second is Belagavi. One base we have in Assam, Lilabari, and one base we have in MP, which is known as Sioni.
Which is known as
Sioni. And this is the Indian base I'm talking about. One base we have in Sri Lanka, Colombo, by the name of Ratmilana Airport.
Okay. So how many students get trained in a year, sir, generally in Redbird Aviation?
Sir, at the moment, if I'm talking about the strength we have in India, which is approximately between 400 to 450 students.
Okay.
So Redbird known for the training standards, quality, and we win our battle because we have a number of options in terms of bases to offer. So student can choose the base as per their home comfort.
Okay.
And second is we have a number of aircraft, the largest fleet in the country. Redbird officially is the largest flying school in the country.
Okay.
So we have number of bases. Number one, we have number of aircraft to offer. Number three, we have maximum number of instructors, which is 80 plus instructors, including CFI, deputy CFIs, and AFIs, and adding. Every week we are adding at least 1 to 2 AFIs in our employee strength.
So how many months you take to complete this 200 flying hours, sir?
Okay, that's a really interesting question, and all students should know about this. How much months will take to complete the 200 hours of flying. Redbird commit 8 to 12 months of completion of 200 hours of flying. Okay. So there are a couple of conditions. Of course, we have to be apply. Number one, students, they are done with all subjects, so DGCS subjects, RTs, and technical specification. If they are done with the examination, and of course, we commit 8 to 12 months of time to complete 200 hours of flying. Subjectively, there are 2 more conditions, which is again, one is the student how the technically is fit to fly the aircraft, because we don't know. As students perform, once they enter inside the cockpit, then they perform. Then the situation comes front of us, how the students are performing technically, because it's the matter of not the education, it's a matter of all technical skills. It's a skill-based job. So the flying an aircraft is a skill-based job. And the second is the meteorological conditions, the weather. So that affects, the flying a lot.
Okay. So suppose if actually we are the organization where Telugu students will come there. So multilingual culture is there, sir, in Redbird Aviation from different states. Any Telugu students are coming to Redbird Aviation?
Yes, so many, because as I said that Redbird is the diversified organization, because we are presences all over India. So the all the presence, like the Maharashtra we have, Karnataka we have, Assam we have, and Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh we have. So the students come from all over India.
Okay.
So all states we welcome students to come join Redbird to begin his commercial pilot license journey.
If a student approaches Redbird Aviation, sir, where do you conduct these ground classes, sir, initially?
All right. So I'm happy and proud to announce you the Redbird is the DGC approved ground school organizations. So students coming here to take ground schools. So we are DGC approved, and we are conducting classes in Dwarka sector 7.
Dwarka Sector 7, you will
Right.
conduct ground
And
classes.
yes, and moreover, students can take offline, online, both the options we are offering. Because there are some students taking classes outside Delhi, so probably he is not comfortable to come and stay here for 3 to 4 months of time.
Okay.
So as soon as the starts complete, ground schools starts and ends, because student take time, because there are 4 DGC subjects. So sometimes students prefer to come offline. So they come stay nearby Ramphal Chowk and they can conduct classes every day. They can come, and Sunday generally is off. And students are outside Delhi, so they are not very comfortable to come in Delhi and take classes. So they can take online classes. So we are giving both the options.
So
And our classes are high tech.
Okay.
Yeah, so the smart classes are available. So the big screens we have with the touch panel, our instructors are also qualified, and results are no less than 95. That's range between 95 to 100% results every session.
How many months an average student will take to complete these ground classes, sir, at your academy?
Generally, students will take approximately 3 months, between 3 months to 4 months. Again, student performance. Some students take much time because they are studying not very focusedly, so they take much time. If the students are focused, they have done there are some examples front of us, there are many examples front of us. They have done their ground schools with the examinations cleared, just a span of 3 months or 3.5 months of time.
Okay. Once they complete the ground classes, you will allocate, like you are having 6 bases. So you will allot the students to different bases, or on the student's choice you will allot the base?
Vice versa. We give students to choose their base, because that's actually adding more comfort to their decision. As I said that we have a number of bases to offer to students. So we give priority to students to choose their base. And also, of course, we also see what basically the students which state student belongs to. We try to give that particular location to the student, so that student can fly in the hometown, home city, or nearby. Let's say students are from Maharashtra base, we will try to allocate Baramati or Karat.
Okay, okay. So do you have hostel in all the bases, sir? Hostel facility?
Yes, we do have a hostel facility, and uh, with the hostel facility, we are offering food also, and the local transportation, like from
Base
hostel
to
to
hostel.
base to hostel. So that is chargeable, of course, but yes, we are facilitating students.
So we are having both hostels and you are having commute transport from base to hostel.
Yes, we are giving facility to the students.
But nowadays, despite we are having so many flight training academies, many students are moving to abroad, sir. What do you say about it, and what are the complications if a student go to abroad, or else if they join in Redbird Aviation?
So that's really a second very interesting question. If down the line, if you ask me this question 6 years, 8 years, or 9 years ago, of course, going abroad is the better choice. But today is the scenario. Companies like the FTO Redbird, so the largest flying school in the country, and offering the minimum time to give 200 hours, and we assure you 8 to 12 months of time, subjectively with the condition as I said, we are offering you, we are giving commitment. If the student are serious about the flying, we get the student license like in with 8 to 12 months of time. So going abroad was only two things. One is less time to get the license. Second is the quality of the flying,
Okay.
quality of a service. So two things Redbird is assurance you. So the two things Redbird is assuring you from day one. So not only two things, we are offering three things. One is the flying quality, no one can match the standard of a Redbird. Number two, the bases we are offering within the country to the students. Number three, the fastest flying.
Okay.
And I can assure you, I can commit you, why the fastest flying? Number one, we have the largest number of instructors available at the bases. We have the largest fleet available with us, with Redbird. And that these two factors are available or responsible to fastest flying or the slow flying. So that's a reason officially I'm announcing that we are the fastest flying provider in the country.
Okay. So how many CFIs you are having, sir? Chief Flying Instructor is the major person who gives contribution to this flying. So how many chief flying instructors you are in Redbird Aviation?
Sir, see, basically CFIs, deputy CFIs and AFIs all has their unique role to play during the flight. So as I said that we have 80 plus instructor at the moment. CFIs we have 5 at the moment, and after that we have deputy CFI, it's 8, and remaining are AFI. And they are also promoting, because AFI they have to build up their hours, they give examination to DGCA, they promote it to deputy CFI. Likewise, deputy CFI give examination, they achieve hours, give examination to DGCA, they become FI.
Sir, I came to know that many of the flying
CFI, I'm sorry, correction.
many of the flying schools in India, they doesn't have multi engine. So do you have multi engines with you, sir?
Yes, sir. More than 50% of the FTO, I would say, that doesn't have a single a multi-engine with them. But I, very happy to announce you that we have got 4 multi-engines.
Okay.
And yeah, one more multi-engine is about to come. It's already ordered. It's about to come. So we have got 4 multi-engines.
So I mean, like there is some during when you talk about fleet. So glass cockpit is one of the conditions parents are asking. What is this glass cockpit, sir?
So basically, glass cockpit is like, there's a touch panel.
Okay, touch
Yeah.
panel.
Yeah.
So
It's the high.
how much percentage
high-tech.
of your flights are having glass cockpit?
See, if you're talking about the single engine, we have glass cockpit.
So all the flights you are having are glass cockpit
Yes,
engines.
exact data, of course, I can give it to you. I can
Okay.
check with the operation department. But yes, we have enrolled our latest fleets are glass cockpit. But exact data, I can check and I can give it to you.
Okay, okay. So what about the, I mean, like, what about the placement scenario at this junction in India for the CPL holders, sir?
Sir, if you're talking about, if of course, not Redbird saying, what the report says, Air India is the second largest operator in India, and the first is the Indigo. So the Indigo is the private largest carrier, and the government is the Air India, a second largest carrier. So altogether, if you see, the report says, and including the Akasha also, so they have ordered approximately 1,000 aircrafts, and it will be delivered by coming 10 years down the line.
Okay.
So you need at least 4 to 5 set of crew to operate one aircraft.
Oh,
So you can down the line, let's say if you talk about the minimum 4 set, that includes 8 crew, 8 into 1,000, that 8,000 pilots you required. And moreover, it's not only the requirement, future requirement, it's a current requirement also. And there are so many pilots will be retired also. And there are so many pilots going abroad also, because once they achieve their ATPL, after ATPL and the work for certain years with the Indian Airlines or the Indian operators, they get a chance, they move to UAE and they fly with the UAE also. And India is the only country who give bigger aircraft to the pilots to fly, just to give 200 hours of training. Otherwise, the majority of the country required ATPL minimum to fly as an operating pilot.
okay. Is type rating mandatory for every CPL holder to get into, I mean, like big aircraft, sir?
Yes, that is very much mandatory. It's all depends what kind of aircraft the pilot is going to be fly.
Okay.
Yeah, it could be Boeing, it could be Airbus, it could be Bombardier, it could be Challenger, it could be Citation XL, it could be King Air. So there are so many fleet available. The major player worldwide is the Airbus and Boeing, but there are other player also.
Okay.
So
So,
what kind of a aircraft is they going to be flying in future? So that particular type of aircraft, just to understand how to fly the aircraft, their technical challenges, their strength, their weaknesses, their maximum takeoff weight and all the technical aspects. So they have to be everything. They have to be learned. So that is called type rating.
okay.
Usually type rating takes minimum 55 to 60 days of time.
55 to 60 hours of training.
No, 55 to 60 days.
Days. Okay.
Yeah,
It takes 55 days
I'm
time.
taking example for the Airbus India. Redbird has a tie with the Airbus India, Gurugram.
Okay.
Yeah, so that takes minimum
So your
55 to
type,
60
the
days.
students who completed CPL at Redbird, they will take type
They will
rating
take
at,
options
with
for the
Airbus.
Airbus India. They did actually type rating with us, with the Airbus India, and it will be that reflect in the license also, and they can move ahead to apply for a job.
Okay, sir. So please tell our Telugu students that those who are about to complete their plus two. So can you give few words? I mean, how to enter into the basics like eligibility criteria and height and medical tests and all.
Okay. So the basic eligibility to enter into this industry is minimum you should have a plus 2 with physics, maths and English, and there is no such minimum passing marks which is flashed or published by the DGCA, but at least good 55 to 60% of marks is the decent marks which we consider. But again, if you have less than that, that doesn't mean you cannot apply for the CPL course. Of course you can do it. So this is the basic, and you should be skillful, and it will be help you to achieve your target, your goal. Flying is basically you can achieve a target. It's a very passionate. So if you are passionate towards the fly, of course you can choose this career, and this is the only industry you can earn just to spend very less time. You can earn very handsome package.
Okay. What are the basic packages, sir, after completion of this CPL generally?
You see, after completion of CPL, if you're going for the first officer, because this is the entry level, trainee first officer, then you become first officer, release first officer. So nowadays, on an average, it's 2.5 to 3 lakh rupees approximately. Somewhere they will get after before deducting the taxes. So FO, first officer will get this much of salary. Once you become commander, PIC, pilot in command, then your salary become around 6 lakh rupees, 5 to 6 lakh rupees. Then you become ATPL holder, that's the advanced and the top version of the license category. So then you will be having approximately 9 to 10 lakh rupees a month.
Okay. Generally, how much time it will take from first officer to ATPL, sir? How much time duration a student will take to become a to achieve this ATPL license?
It is not depend basically the timing. It is all depends how much hours you are completing.
Okay.
So yes.
Generally, how much?
So
if he's a meritorious
first
student.
officer, yes, first officer to become a pilot in command usually take 3 to 4 years of time.
Okay.
Approximately. And ATPL, of course, simultaneously you can done ATPL as well, because ATPL required minimum 15 hours of requirement is the
1500 hours of requirement.
Yes, is the requirement. Once you achieve that, of course, you can give exams, which is conducted by the DGCA.
Okay.
For the ATPL, and of course you can convert it your license CPL to ATPL.
So generally it takes 5-6 years.
From first officer to PIC. And ATPL, of course, you can get initially during the time you are doing your CPL course. Of course, it will not be delivered to you. It will be a frozen ATPL.
Okay.
It will be delivered only once you achieve your 1500 hours of your flying. Then your license converted into CPL
license
to ATPL.
conversion will take place once you complete the 1500 hours.
Because you have not completed the minimum requirement of a DGCA, but your exam is and your Viva is cleared.
Okay.
Then it will be issued only the frozen
Okay,
ATPL.
it is in the frozen condition.
Frozen
it will
condition.
Be released once he
it will be
completes the
released
flying.
once you basically compliance all the compliances or the requirement of a DGCA.
Okay. Sir, really this height matters to anyone to join in CPL? Like
there are females which is less than 5 feet. So they are actually flying with the different airlines.
So there is no such condition of height generally. Okay. These eyesight, sir, these spectacles?
Yes, allowed.
Allowed. Spectacles are also allowed. Height doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay. So once he joins the ground classes with Redbird, so first 3-4 months ground classes will happen. After that 10 to 12 months. Altogether 16 to 18 months. Within 2 years he can become pilot, right, sir?
2 years is too much, I would say.
Okay. So 1.5 to 1.8 months.
Yes. See, again, how much students
If he is
are
a meritorious
taking times
student,
to
I am
complete.
saying. If he is a meritorious student, within
Let's
2
say,
years,
for
absolutely
example,
he can
ground
complete.
school, if it's say 1 month extra, we consider 3 to 4 months of time. Let's say 4 months. Then 8 to 12 months of time.
Okay. Altogether 16 months.
Around 16 months.
If something, holidays, if he takes also, another 2 months.
If he take leaves, going home, report sick, or he went well, unwell, there are so many conditions. If the students are not very prompt for the flying, not very punctual, not very serious, so of course no one can help it out in this. If the students are serious, of course he can achieve this target.
Okay. So thank you, sir. So coming to our studio, you explained very well. Please tell some, what do you say, some invitation to our Telugu students to Redbird, sir. Last, your words, in your words.
I would recommend all the students to comes to our base, which is very close to your home, and that is called Kalaburagi, known as the Gulbarga. And whenever you are planning, please ask sir to maintain one batch. So I will come myself from Delhi to welcome all students. We'll give you entire briefing about what we have, the base structures. We'll show you the runway, facilities, aircraft, how we operate, and how the actually aircraft fly. We'll show you we will basically, you can see, visualize the aircraft takeoff, landing, hangar, all the instruments which is required during the flight operations. So you will get a chance to meet the flying students, aspiring pilots. You will get a chance to meet up the CFIs, FIs, deputy CFIs, all the post holders. So it will be very fascinating and exciting for you. So I would recommend all the students to come visit once. Then you will get a lot of idea and inspiration for your career.
Thank you, sir.